Yo, what's good? It's your boy JG Tennis back with another video today. So it's 2025. 2025. What a year 2024 was. A year that went crazy ever since the beginning. Now, is this the greatest year of all time? It's the second greatest year of all time, but 2022 was still the greatest year of all time for me. But this year, I would say Kush is like something that I would love because it took a lot of things to another level. So let's get started. If y'all remember 2023, it ended okay. It ended pretty okay. And then you got 2024 coming up, and we're like, how's this year gonna go? So, 2024. January, right? I get back talking to some of my teammates, and then I have a tournament. Lost in the semifinal, but got third and first in consolation. So it was a pretty good start to the year. And then you got team tennis. Well, not team tennis. High school tennis. Right. It started in February. I played my first match of the year. I played against Springville, which that school and people from there would be a huge factor in this video. I played against my buddy Luke Russo. It was a great match. I was winning like 6-2 one time, and then he came back. It was 6-all. Then we had a huge game, and I got back into the game, and I won 10-6. It was hard, and for me, I was just like, I don't know what happened where he got those 4 games, but I got back into it. I won. So then you have the next 2 games where I just beat my opponents 8-0, 8-0. Then I played against Leeds and I won 8-3. So I would say I struggled in that match near the end, but I won. So it was pretty good. Then I lost to Jasper. So I lost to Jasper. That was my first loss of the season. Now I'm gonna go to my Instagram. I'm gonna show y'all some pictures. Before I lost to Jasper, I went on a tennis visit. I went on a tennis visit to Endicott and Thomas College, and that visit was unbelievable. Where I got to meet the team, I got to see a practice. It was really, really, really cool. And let me find it. Let's see if I can find it. Hold on, y'all. So you got this picture, new threads. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it was good. So I start off 4-1, right? I win 7 matches in a row after that. All in the span of only letting down 4 games. I won And what I did was I broke my record of having the most 10-win season in the Ramsey tennis history. And I capped it off with 11. Well, not really capped off the season. So going into the tennis season, I was 11-1. And crazy enough, I had the most wins in the state during that period. Everybody knew it was good if I had most wins in state. So then I lost to Magruder, John Carroll. After that, I win 7 in a row again. Well, after that, I win 8 in a row. 12-2 to 19-3. So I lost in the semifinals of the section. But then let's get to it. Sectionals. This tennis season has been great because my Ghana influence has gone up. During the season, I became a very, very, very well-known guy at Springville, where I have a few people follow me here and there. Then I became a very well-known guy in Leeds. And then Jasper. Jasper had a very big impact. John Carroll too. But here comes sectionals. I'm sorry. Let me get to before spring break. Before spring break, I got to watch Ramsey play against Woodlawn in soccer. Joaquin versus Blake Walton. Solomon was there. And that game was unbelievable. Ramsey won 1-0. But man, was it a game to watch. Because seeing Joaquin play against my school, it lived up to the hype. So then you have 2000, take the ACT, I did okay. But here comes spring break. We had 2 weeks of spring break. It was pretty good. Then I went to a league soccer game. After I ended my regular season, I went to a league soccer game versus Ramsey. And I tell you this, that game was unbelievable. That game was good. That game was so good because I got to see some people. I even got to meet the goalie from Leeds, Carlos. Really nice guy. He'll become someone I know really well now. So then you go to 2000 and you go to a match that I didn't know I was going to show up to. So on an off day, I hear about a match. A match that will be played. While I was at the tournament, I played in the semifinal. I lost, but Silicaga's coach came, and Silicaga's coach told me about that they were playing against Leeds. So I called my tennis coach and I asked, "Hey coach, do we have a match this day?" And he said no. So I said, "I'm gonna come up and surprise the Leeds players for the match." So then after school, I take Warren. I come back, get to my car, and I drive straight to Leeds. When I get to Leeds, I get there. I get my buckies, then I went to the courts. So when I got to the tennis courts, right, nobody expected me to be there. I got there, everybody was surprised. And that's when I got to talk to some of the players and got to meet them very well, because they knew about me, and surprisingly, they knew so much about me. Like, you had everybody telling them that I'm this great tennis dude from Ramsey. Everybody's like, "Oh, that's James." So I'm like, wow. Uh-oh. Wow. Like, wow. And hold on, I'm trying to pull up the picture. Let me try to find it. The iconic pose. If y'all have known me for a while, if y'all remember my iconic match against the Green Wave, if you remember after that match I hit a meditation pose, that's how iconic it was. It was so iconic that we all did it. We all did the iconic pose after the match. So it was a good day for me because meeting these people was an honor to me too. Because then I had to see them again too. So then, sectionals. At sectionals, I was one of the most famous people there. I was speaking to people from everywhere. People from Jasper, people from John Carroll, Springville. Like, it was unbelievable. Made some new friends. Well, people who follow me on Instagram, they became really close friends. I had people coming to watch my matches so many times. And I got to hang out with the Springville people. If you know, when I stayed, that's how much they respect me. They came to watch my match, and I watched theirs. I came down to watch. I stayed until Springville left. That shows you our respect. I was talking to the Springville people. That shows you how respect they were. They loved me. They invited me to their tent. July Leaves, they loved me being there. They treat me as if I'm on the team. They wanted me to be on the team. Springville wanted me on the team. Springville wanted me at Springville one year. They said you should transfer to Springville. So then sectionals ended. Lost in the semifinals in singles and doubles. And then, you have what's it called? Leads, they went on, and it was time for it's the fourth quarter, fourth 9 weeks, and for me, what I did not know was that I was gonna have a very, 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 very successful season. And before the summer ended, Springville and Leeds people wanted me to come to some games. So I said, sure, why not? So, Leeds baseball, the playoffs, right? I was going to be a special guest. coming to the game. When I came, I thought that I was gonna be a guy that was like, oh, he's just here to watch the game. No one knows this guy. Cause usually that's how special guests are. Like, you come to watch the game, they don't always know you specifically, like, and they'll just be, oh, we just got somebody here. But they treated me like I was part of it. Right when I was heading to the game, I was about to head to the what's it called? Get something to eat. And dude named Dorian Hunter, right? He said, "Hey, bro, you're very fire. You're fire at tennis." And I said, "Appreciate it." I'm like, "How do you know me?" How do you know me? How you know me? How do you know me? So let me get some picks at the baseball game. Here's one pick with some of the league's football players. Saw Carlos again. Scout and Finney. And then Braylon. It was a pretty good start to the year. To a new phase of my life, because now all of a sudden you have Springville. Yeah, Springville. So after the league baseball game, I gained so many followers. Everybody just started following me. I follow people and then they follow me. That's when my support started growing in the league. I can go down there and if someone sees me, they're going to be like, oh, that's D1 JG Tennis or DJ. So then you know Springville. What happened in Springville? So, about a week or so later, I was invited to watch Springville girls soccer team. From Caden Witt himself. So when I came to the game, you know, I was kind of nervous. Being a city guy, going to small town, but what was so crazy enough was that they were really nice, and they treated me like I was part of them. And what's crazy enough is that when they have guests, I have some type of thing for real. Like when they love me being there for some reason. Like everybody was like introducing themselves to me. They all were like, aren't you that tennis dude? And like, they knew me. So after the girls won, I forgot to mention, Leeds lost to Russellville 2-1 in the series. But the night was fun. Meeting everybody and talking to everybody. But after the Springville first game, it was pretty good to watch. But, I knew that it was a good experience, and I never thought that I would go see another game. Then guess what happened? They made it to the championship. My parents allowed me to go, and I went to Huntsville to watch it, and I got to see Rebecca Sierra ball out, man. Springville won 5-2. Rebecca Sierra scored 3 goals in that game. Even with a concussion, they won. Now, after that first game, the quarterfinal, people really started tuning into me, started following me on Instagram. Everybody started loving me. They loved me. And after that game, I took a picture with Rebecca. Real nice. And what I didn't know was that we were going to be really good friends after that. Me and Rebecca were going to be really good friends after that. Let me get y'all. Let me find a picture. Oh my God. Fate written all over you. I'm sorry for the delay, y'all. I gotta go through all my. I post so much on Instagram, y'all. And by the way, follow me on at D1JG Tennis. That's my Instagram. So here's the game. We got Rebecca Sierra. Some more pictures. So that game was unbelievable. Getting to win against some very, very, very good players. After that, I went down to Springville to hit with some of the guys. But then guess what? It was time to go. Because now you got to get ready for final exams. And last semester was probably the greatest time I've ever had for final exams. I passed them all, including the hardest one, Algebra 2. Somehow I passed. I passed somehow. May it be honor roll. I was proud, and I'm like, let's go. And then you have the two, like when summer came, I'm getting back into junior team tennis. But also I'm going to be traveling everywhere. To Jasper, Leeds, Springville. And during that span, my supporters from Leeds, Springville, and Jasper went up big. My Instagram followers went up big. D1JG Tennis was becoming a very famous guy down in those areas. Where you have people that see you and they be like, oh, tennis dude. Now let's start with Leeds and Springville, right? I would go down to Leeds. I go down to Leeds all the time. And I get my Buc-ee's from there, my outlet food. And then, you have... Me and my friends started going out more during the summer. Junior team tennis is going good. Made it down to Mobile. But also, I forgot to mention, before the school year ended, I made the All-Star game. Team North. And people at my school were looking up saying, hey, this guy is unbelievable. Like, I proved so many people that I was a really good tennis player. All that hard work paid off. Made it to the state. Made it to it, man. And then, during the, you go to June. June, I'm going down to Leeds. I'm texting everybody from Leeds. Then, I'm going good. I'm texting everybody from Springville. And then, I'm talking to a lot of people, doing good, talking to them. And I got down to Springville, right? And I played tennis with Easton, what's her name? Annie Thompson, Grant, AT, I love you. Then, I'm talking to Mr. Harbison. Harbison's come out and played some tennis. And then, you got a few weeks later, I finally played pickleball with Rebecca. And it was fun. She had friends come out. It was Savannah, Leah, and Noah Clemens. They all come out because now my support is going big time up. My support is going big time up. Springville is going up, man, and Lee's is still going up too. So then you got the next thing. July is always supposed to be the best month of summer. A few days later, you got the All-Star game. And during the All-Star game, it was unbelievable. Great experience. Hung out with friends, met new people. And then, you got, it was funny. It was funny too, bro. Like, bro, I was like y'all don't want to know, bro. So I'm gonna just tell y'all hopefully this don't get taken down. So I was at the back of the bus, right? We're in Montgomery, right? I was in the back of the bus, only black dude in the back of the bus, right? There's a black bus driver, right? And I told my friend, I said she probably disappointed in me because I was in the back of the bus. She probably, and it was funny. It was so funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. I don't know why it's funny, but it was funny. Oh my God, it's light. But then hey mom. Then you got the next generation or junior team tennis. New team. We go down there. We upset everybody. We win. It was unbelievable. We lost to the team the first time, then we beat them. Even when we beat them, I just looked and I said, cause we did it. And me, when we won fourth ring, usually I would be celebrating all that. I did celebrate, but also I just looked and I said, we did it. I mean, we did do it. We did it. But I'm trying to find the picture. Hate that it goes away sometimes, bro. Alright, so here's the All-Star game. Had some very, very good people come. More pictures. And then State. State was unbelievable, man. Like, being with some very, very good friends, teammates. I love it, man. It was unbelievable. Foes. Meditation pose. Oh yeah, and I've been making headlines so big that everybody said I probably had one of the greatest summers ever. And then I got certified as a coach. And when I got certified as a coach, I got it now. I'm making more money. I'm making more money. So then summer comes to an end and I'm taking my friends down to Springville, Alabama. We have a great time, and they got to meet David Jones. The summer was unbelievable. Yeah, Becca's Noah Clemens. But now it is time for the first day of school. I also have some plans during the first 2 weeks of school. And those plans include that I'm going to be going to Leeds games, Springville games. I didn't go to one until December. But I'm going to be going to some games, right? So I do go to some games. And when I go to the games, let's start with the first week of school first. My bad. So we get to the first week of school, and it was pretty chill. I had a great fit on. Good fit. Me Sanaya. But it's a pretty good fit. So after that, it was now time for getting my senior pics. But first, after my first day of school, 10 days later, I would go to my first Springville football game. So it was really a jamboree game, but it was still a game that I would definitely want to go into. When watching that game, I got to see some of just the greatest things. I got to see people that knew me from Instagram, and I got to meet the football players too, because most of the football team follow me on IG. So when I got there, right, not 1 minute did I get there, I got like 5 people coming up to me, bro. Like, come on. Already? And I didn't go to the not student section, the Springville side, right? Not a lot of students come to the away games, but that's where I got to meet the Springville trainers. So you see, I got my senior pictures real quick. Springville shirt, Leeds. Yeah. Coach. So here's some of the trainers. But it was a pretty good start. So then, I go to the Ramsey versus Springville wins, and that's when my followers kept going up with Springville people. So then I had like getting more support. It keeps growing and growing and growing, and I became a very popular figure. So after that, the next game, just like I said, Ramsey versus Parker. So Ramsey versus Parker was okay. Parker won. But the next day was gonna be better. So the next day was gonna be my first Leeds football game. They're playing at Mortimer Jordan. I go to that game, and my oh my, was that game unbelievable. That game was unfreaking believable. Leeds won. I think it was 42-20. I forgot the score. But when I got there, I got to the student section. I had everybody hyped up to see me. Even one of my friends was a cheerleader, right? She saw me. She was like, hey, tell him. I said, hey, we got to get a flick after the game. So I knew it. I said, oh, yeah. Hell yeah. We gone. Then, you know, after the game, we all went on the field. That's where I got to talk to some of the players. Some of them that I haven't met before. But they knew who I was. They said, hey, you're really good at tennis. I got to meet Gavin Bolin, bro. That dude's... he's scary. He's scary. But real nice when you're on his good side, bro. Real nice. Like, he's real nice. And then, you know, Wilson, Carlos. And I got to meet Emilion. I already met Lando before. Lando I met, like, at a baseball game. Marissa. Some of these people I met at the baseball games, by the way, so most of them already knew who I was. Cash, Sam, Taylor, Taylin, Dorian. I got to meet so many of these people. And then Sebastian Nava. Finally got to meet Sebastian Nava. After all the text messages with Sebastian Nava, I finally got to meet him. Bro just posted too. And next thing you know, you got meeting everybody for the first time was a great. Cause then the next week they're gonna have their home game against Shays Valley. So I said, yeah, why not go? So I go to that game. When I go to that game, people giving me fist bumps. Bowling give me a fist bump before the game. I got to talk to everybody, and then you know you have the game. So I play against Shays Valley. And when they play against Shays Valley, it was one great game. So here's one picture from the Mortimer Jordan game. And here's one of the biggest pictures I know from the Leeds versus Shays Valley game. So while at the game, I got to meet some more people and then get some more Instagram followers, and it was a great game. I gotta take, like, it was so lit. Everybody was lit. Everybody was lit. I gotta show y'all this picture from the Springville game. But That wasn't all. Because if you did not know, there's gonna be a big game coming up that I was very excited for. The Springville people knew about it. The Leeds people know about it. Leeds versus Springville. Before the game ended against Shades Valley, the Leeds people were telling me, James, who you got between Leeds and Springville? I have to say, I love my Green Wave, but I also love my Springville Tigers. So I'm going to be cheering for both. So I got to the game, right? I'm preparing. I'm going over a history lesson on Leeds and Springville on my Instagram. I know everybody was like, what is this guy doing? This guy's literally so excited for this game. I get to the game. I'm wearing both shirts. I'm recording. Everything's just going crazy. I'm happy. I get to the game. I saw like 10 people I knew already, right? Got like first get in the game. Tennis friend, right? Then trainers, right? Then I go to Leeds. I see everybody. They're all here. That game was just unbelievable. I had to walk around so much because I knew everybody. Talking to Leeds people, talking to Springville people. David Jones and Easton were at. David Jones was at that game, bro. I don't know if it was me, but everybody was at that game when I was there. Everybody. I mean, everybody was at that game, and I saw Rebecca Sierra was at that game too. How do you see that? And at this game, it was one of the greatest experiences ever. Because, bro, I know 95% of the population. Why do I say population? 95% of the people down there, at least 95% of the people down there follow me on Instagram. I have people looking and then people who know me from the start. They're like, "That's the tennis dude, bro." Knowing people from both sides. Springville's principal used to go to Leeds. He said, "Big dog," when they saw me. You don't have Springville principal knows me by heart. He don't. So let's get to some pictures, bro. Let me see if I can find them. Here's one. I like this picture. Another picture. Another picture. Another picture with trainers. And here's the thing. No more. My gosh, was this unbelievable game, man. If y'all didn't know, I have if you're famous at Leeds and Springville. If you're famous at Leeds, you're going to definitely be famous at Springville. If you're famous at Springville, you're going to be definitely famous at Leeds. I'm famous at both. But during that game, man, Leeds won. But what was so crazy about that game, because it was a win and a loss for me. When Springville lost, I went, the first people I went up to comfort everybody down there. I told everybody, "Hey, man, y'all played well. Keep y'all heads up, man." Everybody was, excited to see me. It was a hard... Springville people told me they were crying after the game, and I'm like, my gosh, bro. And then after the game, I went to go celebrate the Leeds people. But, man, I was sad and happy, bro. Because I wish that there is a tie. I wish that both of them tied, man. So then I took a month off from the football games. Went to Atrox with some of my friends of mine. Not with some friends of mine, with my brothers, RJ, Solomon, and Kamarian. Yeah, so we had a good time. I forgot what happened. I know it was something big. Then I went to Asheville. It got rained out. Hurricane hit. We were stuck in a hurricane. Thank God we came back safe. So then October's coming along, and it's time for my birthday week, right? So on my birthday week, October 4th, Friday, right? I go to the Leeds versus St. Clair County game. Everybody hasn't seen me in a long time, getting to see everybody, and it was fun. It was fun to watch everybody. Then it was time to go to Leeds. Like Leeds won, took pictures with players, and then my birthday came on. And when my birthday came, 18, it was great. I had a fun time. I just noticed that this man Solomon got glasses on. Really, Solomon? My birthday came. Everybody saying happy birthday to me. Like, it was unbelievable. So then oh my gosh, bro. I had a good time with Solomon. Solomon came down to Leeds and Springville with me. Got to see some Leeds players came to my birthday too. And then you had some Springville people come. So then we had to celebrate again next week where all the game members were there. We came back down to Springville and Leeds. Got to play pickleball with Rebecca. But the day before that, Leeds would play one of their biggest rival, Moody. Leeds versus Moody. Moody won. Leeds almost came back. But watching that game was fun because you got all these people here. People show up to this game. People are ready to show up. They're like, oh yeah, we're ready to show up. We're about to show out too. I had a good time looking at it, man. Then I visited Avila, offered $30,000 scholarship, athletic scholarship. I'm gonna get back out there and practice, man. Tennis season's coming up, and it was a great week for me. So I came back, but now it's time for the games to continue. Here I go to Carver versus Ramsey the day before. I go there with my dad. Ramsey wins. Then I come back to watch Ramsey versus. Well, the next day, then I go to Leeds versus. No. I go to Springville, actually. Springville versus Moody. I got to meet some more Springville folks. Aiden Ruppel. And Luke Russo was there. It was fun. Even though Springville lost, and I got to take pictures. It was their senior night. Ben Payne was in the picture too, man. Like, Ben Payne was in the picture. Ben Payne was in the picture, yeah. So it was fun to watch. So, Dino came Leeds homecoming. That game was unfreaking believable. Leeds was up 28-14, right? Pelham came back. Leeds with a trick play to win the game. I couldn't believe it. I was just there. I'm like, I thought I seen it all. But this was an unbelievable thing to watch. So then you got 20. You got the next game, Springville's last game of the season. I got to watch them at corner, and Springville lost. So after that, oh wait, I forgot to mention, before the Leeds homecoming game, I went to Ramsey versus Winona. And then I went to visit Central Alabama. So then, I have the next stage, the playoff, right? The playoffs. And I got to play and watch Leeds play against Gunnersville. First round, right? First round was unbelievable. Leeds was down 14-7. Then they were winning 28-21-14. Then they're up 28-20. And then, Gunnersville came back with a score and a 2-point conversion. 28 seconds left. Connor Nelson throws the ball down the field. Taylor Gator goes between two defenders, scores the game-winning touchdown. We all were just screaming our lungs off, because how in the world? How in the world? How in the world did we do it? And I knew that after a while, I think Leeds could get far to the semifinals. So then, a few weeks later, Leeds would play against Corner in the quarterfinals, right? Then you got alumni coming back, a lot of alumni. Leeds wins against Corner, so they're going to the semifinals, and I'm like, let's go. Then I have a good Thanksgiving break. I don't know, me and my friends did some. Trump won the election. And personally, I'm happy he won. And then, we have 2024's December. Leeds loses in the semifinals. And then, my supporters started going up, and, they went down a little bit, then they came back up. So then you have the second phase. December 2024. Last semester. First semester is about to end. And you start off with basketball, right? I go to some basketball games. I go to a Springville versus Montgomery Jordan. Springville versus Briarwood. Then Springville plays against Leeds. Leeds comes to Gardendale. Ramsey versus Springville. I used to go to some volleyball games. Leeds versus Ramsey volleyball. Springville versus Ramsey volleyball. So here comes Springville versus Leeds basketball game was unbelievable. But now you go to the 12-13. My first ever Jasper basketball game. And I can tell you the Jasper basketball game was pretty fun. I got to meet some people that follow me on Instagram. And then, my support and my influence in Jasper keeps increasing. Or even I got a coach following me on Instagram. Then, I got two more. I got a what's it called? Jasper wins, and then I go to I was about to say Leeds. Springville versus Moody basketball game. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Ooh. I go to Springville versus Moody basketball game. It was in my opinion, a classic. Springville was struggling. Moody was up. They came back and won. But Springville basketball been doing pretty great this year. They were doing pretty good. But then the end to the second semester, second 9 weeks, I did great on all my exams. And so then you have the 2020 rest of the year. I have Christmas. I have Friendsmas. Me and my friends go everywhere. We went to Springville, Leeds, Hoover, Gadsden, Coleman, Jasper. We went everywhere. So then, we get to this moment right here. The end of the year. The end of the year. We're now in 2025. The first thing I did in 2025 was go to a Jasper basketball game. Let's hope 2025 is one of the greatest. I think it's going to be good. I graduate in 5 months. Then I'm going to have my commitment day coming soon. So, it's been your boy JG Tennis. Happy New Year. And peace out.